Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the Ace Trainers Podcast, episode number 10. 10. I've been told we're episode 10.
10?
So, we're in double digits now, baby. So, first of all, I'm Aaron.
I'm Tom.
And this is the Ace Trainers Podcast. Today, we will be joined by the women again. We've just had a grueling interview experience with the women, so this is Kayleigh, my woman.
Hello.
You're gonna start doing this, man.
I introduce you.
That's my
the
brand.
last time it was like, hello, I'm Kayleigh and I belong to Aaron, and you were like, I belong to no man. So I felt like I shouldn't. I felt like, oh, maybe I should let you do your own introduction this time.
I'm just so under the thumb.
Yeah. Speak when you're spoken to.
Because I'm so quiet.
This
My
is
name's
Freya.
Freya.
We introduced you together.
I'm here. That's all you need to know.
Freya, what trainer class are you?
Right. Me
So-
and you are going to fall out.
Anyway, Aaron, what are we doing in this episode today?
So today we will be having a lengthy and I'm sure very positive experience ranking all of the starter Pokemon. See, I had this discussion with Freya the other day about how we would rank them.
Okay.
So in my head, it started out as like, oh yeah, like Bulbasaur was cool.
Mm-hmm.
But then it started, the more it went on, the more I was looking at the whole line
Yeah.
and judging them as a line,
Yeah.
rather
judging
than
as
just
a line.
like
Yeah.
the one single Pokemon, which made me rethink my whole list in
Okay.
the end.
Yeah.
Because it's
I
got.
feel like you have to think of the whole line when you think of the starters, don't you?
I think so now. Yeah.
Freya's looking shifty.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to cause a lot of arguments today.
We're all going to fall out. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So the whole plan is that we've all done an individual ranking between 1 and 10 that we're going to give, and at the end we're going to add the scores together and work out what the score is and work out who is the best based on the highest score. If there's any that clash, we have to debate over who gets the spot for the highest until we find out who the best starter Pokemon is.
Can we not just have a physical fight instead? That would be
There's
funny.
cameras.
On the camera, so like.
You can put sumo suits on. You're like, right, Team Chimchar, Team Brookie, go.
So we've got some props here. We brought some
I
props.
was gonna say, yeah, we didn't really know
You
about
have
this
some
until you
stars.
showed up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you already had some. You got a Score Bunny and Cyndaquil.
yeah, we got a couple.
Groupie.
Yeah,
I brought this Bulbasaur.
and there's Rowlet that you brought me.
Yeah.
back here. He's doing okay.
Little guy.
Oh, he's so
I feel like
Have you felt him, Freya?
Yeah, he's soft.
He's so squishy.
I feel like the longer that we do this podcast and we just bring our plushies all over here, and you're just gonna have.
I know. I thought that when you walked through the door, I was like, more plushies. Oh, fuck.
Well, Bulbasaur can stay.
Okay.
Yes.
You know.
Freya loves Bulbasaur.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
he's
this
a
is
Build-A-Bear one.
Oh,
Oh,
my
is it
God.
really? That's
Yeah.
a good.
And the Charmander
plushie.
one is as well, as you can see. Oh no, this one isn't a Build-A-Bear.
think-
There it is. It's on his hand.
We've got the cat fur on him.
Yeah,
This
on his
is-
hand.
He's well looked after.
Yeah, we've had him quite
Okay.
a while now.
So I'm going to write down everybody's scores as we go through, and then I'll add them all up at the end, and we'll work out where we go.
Trying to hold your.
There's
your
not really
son.
any room.
So without further ado, you guys ready to begin?
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
how
Should
do you wanna-
Shall I introduce the Pokemon, and then we can start with Aaron and work your way back to me in like a line, and then
Okay. So, has anyone else got like notes on each Pokemon?
I
like
have
a little
only
discussion?
written the score.
See, I've written the score and a reason, maybe why.
You can
A
give
brief
if
reason
you
why.
want, but I
yeah.
feel like we're gonna have to do a lot of defending later, so I'm kind of saving a lot of mine. We're not gonna speed through these by any means, but
No,
If
it's
you
a
wanna say
slight
anything,
discussion.
I think
as
keep
to-
it brief. but
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. It's only like a couple of word
Cool.
notice. So.
I was just there
Oh,
furiously deleting words.
Oh, sorry.
So
I've
you-
written a paragraph for each
Pages
one.
and pages.
This is 1,000 words for each one. All right, so starting off at the top, we are going with Charmander.
Okay.
Aaron, who's your score? Who's your score?
Who's my
What's
score?
your
My score is. My score is a 7 for Charmander. You already look very upset. You did a nail look at as soon as.
No, I'm just happen to be looking at my nails.
I put that he's okay, but he just lacks what I like in a Pokemon. However, that Charmeleon is one of the best middle Pokemon out there, I would
like
say. The first one.
Kayleigh, what's your score?
10.
10.
Easy.
Off the bat. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
Gone straight in for
this
a
is
10.
your favourite starter then?
My favourite starter of all time.
Amazing.
I put Bringer of Joy, flawless, amazing, iconic, life changing.
This is the kind of notes I want to hear. Like,
Yeah,
you're
just buzzwords.
Yeah. Freya?
I mean, I don't even want to say mine now, but it's a 3.
Oh my fucking god!
Look, man, I feel like your opinion on Charmander is skewed because you like Charizard so much.
But Charmander's so good.
It's okay.
I've given it a 7. I think Charmander's a solid Pokemon. I think Charizard's maybe a little overplayed. But I do appreciate the Pokemon and the line a lot. I definitely have an appreciation. I do like it.
Yeah.
It's not my favourite though,
No.
for sure.
It's okay. Sorry, man.
It's a style off terribly. Okay, next up we got Squirtle. Aaron?
So Squirtle, I've put a 5. It's mid. It's just okay.
Fair.
I did 5 as well, and I wrote inoffensive.
Yeah.
I
Right.
did 7.
A 7.
Mm.
Nice.
Yep.
I also did a 7. I
Yeah.
think Squirtle's great. I think they are equal. If I'm picking my starter, I struggle between the Gen 1s quite a lot. And like Squirtle and Charmander are like on equal footing to me. They are like just as cool as each other.
Mm.
I'm a big fan. Okay, and lastly for Gen 1 we have Bulbasaur.
See, I disagree with you completely there because I think Bulbasaur is the best starter for many reasons,
Sure.
which we will get into. But I've given him a 9.
A 9. Is this
Yeah.
your favourite starter?
It's my favourite Kanto starter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just everything is good about it apart from I think Venusaur is a little bit ugly.
Agreed.
But Bulbasaur and Venusaur.
Kayleigh?
I did 6,
6.
and I wrote Cabbage Baby
How
as my reason.
about you, Frey?
I gave him a 10.
A 10!
Yeah.
Is this your favourite? No, we've just done your favourite. It's Primarina, right?
Yeah. But he's also a favourite.
Okay.
I can have more than one.
Solid.
Do you want to hold the Bulbasaur for a second?
Is that okay?
Grab him by the head.
Grab him by the eyeball.
And I've given Bulbasaur an 8. Aaron, it's my favourite too. Don't worry.
Kayla's like, I fucking hate all 3 of you.
I know who my friends
I
are.
would agree that
There you go, man.
Venusaur's by far not my favourite of the finals. Like, Bulbasaur's
No.
such a great little...
I think Blastoise
baby.
is probably, looking at it now, I think Blastoise is one of the cooler looking.
Yeah, Blastoise is
Yeah.
very cool. Alright, actually, I said it was the end of Kanto, but we've actually got 2 more. We got Pikachu first. Pikachu
Yeah.
counts, right? Pikachu,
I would say
Pokemon
Pikachu
Yellow.
and Eevee, yeah, because they are starters.
starters,
yeah.
right.
And let's go
Yeah,
Pikachu and Eevee.
exactly. Pikachu.
So I put Pikachu down as a 5 as well.
Okay.
It's okay. I just don't think that it's. I don't know. I think I'm just sick of looking at Pikachu a little bit. Like,
That's fair.
yeah,
It's around a lot, yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, no, he's not
Too
around
much.
enough anymore. Is what I'd say. Like shape wise,
Oh.
Oh.
I love fat Pikachu.
So if it was fat, would it be like at least
Yeah,
a 6?
it'd be higher if he was still fat now.
Okay.
If he was thick.
Kayleigh?
I also put 5.
5.
Fair.
Right?
I put 7
7.
because he's a classic. I thought.
I put 8. I
Too
just love a
classic.
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Pikachu's great. It's iconic. It's a reason that it's the mascot. It's like a great design. It's a great Pokemon.
Mm. But then
Very
again, I feel
memorable.
like if any of them were the mascot Pokemon from the beginning, you'd be saying the same thing now. If you think about, if it was different, if
No.
it was Clefairy, for example, you'd still be. I feel like you'd be like,
No,
It's
but my
the
reasons
original,
for
I
it
guess.
aren't because it's the mascot. I just genuinely like Pikachu's
Okay.
design, but yeah, the mascot ability is great.
mm.
Finally, for Gen 1, we got Eevee.
I put 3 for Eevee.
3.
I feel like it's the least starter-y Pokemon. I feel like they needed something to rival against Pikachu, so they went, Eevee.
Eevee's a great rival for Pikachu.
Yeah, I know, but
right?
I just feel like it's just like one that they chose.
Retroactively,
It could have been
right?
any other Pokemon in my head that
Sure.
looks very. It could have been like in the starter run. It could have been a fairy.
It could have been. Yeah, it could have easily been a Clefairy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kayleigh?
I went for 4 for quite similar reasons as Aaron. I think it's fine as a normal Pokemon, but as a starter, it's just a bit lackluster.
Sure.
I gave Eevee a 7 as well.
Oh.
I thought the same. And I just like how it's called Evoy now. And
Yeah.
that's all I think.
It's actually spelt like that in Japan.
Is
What?
it?
Evi.
Yeah, it's spelled exactly how it sounds in Japan. I was noticing on like tins and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, that
That's cute.
makes a lot more sense.
Put my hand in its chest fur.
Yeah, it does look very
Just-
soft. I think it gives off big maple energy, didn't it? I think we said before.
I gave Eevee an 8. I think Eevee's great. I think it's really cool as well, and especially if we're thinking about the whole line. I know it doesn't evolve, but Eevee's got some sick evolutions. Like, I just love Eevee. Eevee's great. I think it's just like one of the perfect, like one of the best designs that Pokemon's had. It's just cute.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Gen 2. I've started with Totodile.
Yeah.
What do you think, Aaron?
9.
9.
Yeah. This one's going to be a bit like biased, I think, this gen for me. I put Epic Lad. Croconaw lets it down a little bit. For Alligator is very cool.
He's
though,
got the
and
weird
that
little
cake.
eggshell.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, something about it.
Yeah.
But 9.
9.
I did 10.
10.
10.
You really like a Totodile, huh?
I do, yeah.
I didn't know this
put
about you.
pure.
She likes alligators and crocodiles and stuff.
A simple lady who likes her gators.
I like my bitey boys.
I'm surprised you don't like it more than Freya. What's your score?
6.
Bite Squad.
Ooh.
I do like a bite and a cruncher, but
And
I
it's
just
dark as well.
No, it's water.
No, I thought that was
All the
just
way
dark.
water.
Oh, wow.
all the way water.
I also gave it a 6. I'm with you. I think it's cool. I just don't think it, like, I don't know. It just doesn't fit the bill for me for a starter. Like, I picture a starter as being like I think Totodile really does, but then the further up it gets, the less it feels like. I don't know. I'll get into it more later, I'm sure. We'll get into it more later. Anyway, Cyndaquil.
10.
10.
Perfect. Is all I've got him written down. I think he might be my favourite starter. I think he's just all the whole line. It's just everything about it is good. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at this dude.
He is
He's just
fantastic,
good.
to be fair.
Yeah.
There's just nothing about it that I look at and go, this is all of the evolution is cool. I even like the more stoned looking version on in Arceus Legends.
What about 3D Tyranitar with no flames, though?
Tyranitar?
Oh, no, Typhlosion with no flames.
Yeah, they did do him a little bit dirty in the 3D sort of ones. However, the 2D ones, especially Gold and Silver and Crystal, he looks like
Yeah,
cool enough to just forget about.
sure.
Yeah, he's really good.
Kayleigh.
I'm a 10 out of 10 as well.
10 as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Light of my life.
Wow.
I'm gonna hold the Cyndaquil now.
Freya?
I feel like
9.
9. Wow, this
Yeah,
is
some
high
high
score.
scores.
Cyndaquil is gonna be like,
Just look at him.
nah, he's just so good. Look at this guy.
He is pretty cool. He gets a 7 from me.
What the
What?
fuck, Tom?
I think Cyndaquil is great. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel
Doesn't sound
nearly as
like
strongly
it.
as you guys do. 7's still a high score. Like,
No, it's
Not high enough for this guy.
7's what I gave Evie.
And I don't even like Eevee.
next up is Chikorita.
I gave Chikorita a 9.
Really?
Yeah. Bayleaf just lets it down a little bit, but I really do like Chikorita.
Hard disagree on Bayleaf. Bayleaf's so
I love
cool.
Meganium, but only a little bit. I don't hate Bayleaf. It lets it down a little bit, but I
He
really, yeah.
Whips his leaf
He's got
around.
his little leaf.
I love
He
I
moves
love
his leaf
Chikorita.
back and forth.
Yeah.
And I just, whenever I see Chikorita now, though, I just think of that one video where someone's like cooking it. You seen that video?
No, I haven't.
It's like someone's like chopping it up and like cooking it like it was like a vegetable. It's pretty sick. It's pretty
Kayleigh.
cool.
I did 8.
Wow.
Only grass type Pokemon that matters. I wrote.
That's a good comment.
We're going to argue later, but moving on.
9.
9.
Cool. Gen 2 be up there.
Jesus, I gave it a 5.
What the fuck, Tom?
I love Chikorita, don't get me wrong.
It doesn't
Not
sound like you
bad.
do.
You
But
only
when
love
I'm
it
thinking
5
about
out of
all
10.
the starters, it's so
Yeah,
not
but
the
there's some
best.
really
It-
gash
There's
ones
some
coming
gash,
out.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some bad ones coming up, but Chikorita is not that much better. It's
Wow.
pretty boring.
Whoa.
It's pretty dull. Actually, and
Tom
as
be
well-
like hot taking everywhere
As
today. I'm
well,
gonna make notes about stuff to put on the
Do you know-
Twitter about this later
to
on.
dial back a bit, you know Cyndaquil's base stats are exactly the same as Charizard's.
Don't care.
It's Charizard but worse. Like, Kayleigh, agree with me.
Cyndaquil.
Yeah, but we don't care about stats. It's only you.
Yeah.
I
I
care
think that's a
about
fair
how they
argument.
look and whether I could cuddle them.
What their like squish feel would be like.
Yeah,
This is just you though, because
squish feel very
you do
nice.
that thing where you're like, if a Pokemon is useful, it's infinitely cooler.
Yeah.
Whereas I think us three are more.
We
Look
care
at
about
its
what
face.
It looks like.
I look at its face too, which brings me to Torchic.
4.
Really?
Ugly.
Torchic's
Starts
adorable.
cute, gets ugly, but that is the
Yeah.
point of the design.
Gets
Did you
cool,
know?
though. Yeah.
Did you know that's the point of the design of Torchic though?
That's a story,
Oh,
Aaron.
yeah.
Torchic a bit is based on coloured chicks in Japan that people used to buy, and they were like painted different colours.
Okay.
But as they got older, they got more ugly and more like just a hen or a cockerel, and then people get rid of them. The whole point of Torchic was based around that idea that it would just get more ugly and disgusting, but also strong. But you would grow to love it. That was the.
Why does everyone want to fuck Blaziken?
We'll get onto this.
Excuse me?
This is This is a conversation for another day. This is.
Honestly, Twitter.
Oh no,
it's
this is
ablaze.
this is
We
technically
have
something
very
from.
different-
This is technically not a conversation for later for you, but it's a conversation later for me and Tom.
I just like the kick chicken. Anyway, Kayleigh.
I gave 7,
Nice.
and I just wrote cheeky.
And cute face.
Yeah, a colon
Oh, yeah?
3 place.
Nice. Torchic, yeah?
Yeah.
6.
Nice.
That's what I have to say.
I gave it a 7 as well. I like Torchic. I agree with you, it does get uglier. When I first had Torchic back in Ruby, I deliberately didn't evolve it. I put an Everstone on it and kept it as a Torchic.
Nice.
And found out how old I must have been, 12. Just kept that Torchic all the way to the end. It was doing good. It did work. Next up's Trico.
9.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, whole line is really cool. I think it's the best of Gen 3. I like Trico a lot. He's really good. Grovyle is also really cool in a mystery dungeon game, so that made me appreciate Grovyle a lot more as well.
Them balls, though.
Then balls?
Them yellow balls on his back. What's that all about?
Oh, septiles?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're meant to be like buds, aren't they? Like plant buds, I guess.
Kayleigh, what do you think of them balls?
Never really noticed them, to be fair. I just see that
means you've
massive
never
tree
started
tail.
with Trico. Okay. What did you give it?
I gave it a 7.
7.
Mm.
Freya?
4.
Ooh.
I gave Trico a 5. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's fine. I like it. It's inoffensive. It sits firmly in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Mudkip.
8. I do indeed like Mudkips. For the meme, isn't it?
I did 6 and wrote irritatingly blah blah blah. Irritatingly cute. Wish I could score it lower.
Wow.
Mm.
Do you not like Marshtomp? I thought you would like
No,
that whole
I
line.
don't. I just don't.
You like an axolotl as well.
I don't like it.
Oh,
Sorry.
fair enough, but I thought you just like it more.
8.
8. Nice.
Mudkip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost where we were again.
I also gave Mudkip an 8. It's my favourite Gem 3, for sure. Do love it. Okay, now we're moving on to Gem 4. We got Turtwig.
Bulbasaur shot.
Because Turtwig's just worse Bulbasaur.
Oh,
Hmm.
much worse.
I put 8.
8.
Yeah, I put good lad, great design, good stats. Grotle is a bit ugly, but I like Turtwig a lot. I like how it becomes into like a little terrarium on his back, walking around, little guy. But I do see the similarity. It might be why I like Turtwig a lot.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kayleigh?
that's cool.
1.
1!
the first one.
Would stamp on it if it came in the room.
I think it's a bit harsh, poor.
It's a little turtle.
I hate it.
Has a
Imagine if you
backpack
stood on
like-
Sparky as it walked in the room.
If it was a
Freya?
Turtwig, I would.
I gave him a 5.
Wow.
Freya likes the Turtwig enough, right? It's got a little backpack on, you said.
Yeah, I like him.
His
He's
little
wearing
shell.
a backpack, and then he has his own little world on his back afterwards, and I do like that. But he's like a B-Tech version of the OG, isn't he?
It's true.
Who is also a frog.
Yeah.
It's just not as cool.
I gave
Just not
Turtwig
there.
a 4. I'm with you. I don't really like Turtwig. It's my least favourite of these Gen 4 starters. By far. Moving on, we got Piplup.
5.
5.
Mid. I think all of it's just like alright. I used to like Empoleon a lot, but now I look at Empoleon, I'm like, you're very over-designed, and I don't
It's
like
the
you
feet,
very much.
right? It's the feet.
Yeah, it's the feet. It's the weird spade hands it's got.
Oh no, I like the spade hand. It's just the feet.
I mean,
Yeah.
those are penguin feet.
Well, we know they're penguin feet.
They have to be so big. They're just they're so distracting. The yellow on the whole body that I just can't stop looking at the feet every time I see it. Kayleigh?
So 6.
6.
This is the only starter in this gen that didn't make me want to gouge my eyes out.
Fair.
Right?
I'm the same as 6.
6. I gave Piplup a 7. If it weren't for them feet, I think I'd be alright. It'd be a lot higher. I think it'd be an 8 or a 9. Genuinely, they bother me.
He's just not a foot
It's
man.
been years, they bother me. Okay, and lastly we got Chimchar.
3.
Ooh.
It's the start of the firefighting issue that we had for a while. I think all the Evos are just a bit ugly. Don't like Chimchar all that much.
We're gonna get so much hate on this
Is
one,
he
aren't
the
we?
Infernape?
Yeah. I think the final evolution is okay, but it's not. The rest of it's pretty ugly. I just don't like Chimchar all that much. I think it's trying to be Charmander a bit of his little fiery tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kayleigh?
1.
Oh, brutal.
Most sick I've ever felt looking at a Pokemon.
Hates Gen 4 from the sound of it.
I do,
Right.
actually.
You do actually hate Gen
1
4
as
quite a
well.
lot.
Oh my god.
Yay!
1.
I just hate the monkey Pokemon. And this is... Yeah.
We're gonna get so much hate when people hear this.
I don't care. I'll stand by it.
I went with 4, and that's the highest score from everybody, and I'm amazed by that. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm going to upset someone, is what I thought, but no, apparently everybody else agrees here. Okay, moving into Gen 5, we have got Snivy.
1.
Are you fucking
God.
I've written.
you actually...
I've written horrible to look at, forgettable. It is
I
horrible.
will never forget Snivy.
He's horrible. He's like one of the worst starters to look at. I think he's my least favourite starter ever. That's not even for
He
the
looks
bit.
so snooty.
He looks, yeah.
Doesn't it?
And then he's like, oh, but I have arms, but I'll keep them behind my back. Grow up.
Because I'm so
Alright,
hot.
number
Because
1.
I'm a snake.
Number 1, no. Number 2, you're wrong.
But the thing is, why isn't it a snake to begin with, and then it stays a snake? In this one, it's like, oh yeah, I'm like a little man with a stupid nose, and then I'm a snake. I can't even remember what the second evolution looks like.
No, same.
Can't
He's
even
just
tell
so
you his
up
name.
himself.
I think it's so shit, and I think you only like it's just like the Ni no Kuni man. He looks a bit like the Ni no Kuni man.
Which one?
The nose one.
The nose one, the one with the nose.
Mr. Drippy?
Yeah.
No,
You're-
Cyndaquil
Do you know what?
looks
Mr.
like
Snivy is
Drippy.
Mr. Drippy, right?
No, Cyndaquil's Mr.
Kayleigh,
Drippy.
what
It's
would
the
you-
big nose.
What would you say
What my score?
your score is?
2. And I just wrote sigh.
Freya?
1.
Sounds like 10.
Snivy gets a 9. Oshawott.
What the fuck, 2. I said less offensive than Snivy. Can't tell you what his second name evolution even is for any of this generation Pokemon. I think Oshawott is like a shit version of Piplup. It just looks too much like Piplup for me.
Better version.
No. Sorry.
Wow.
Have you
I-
seen
I
this
like-
cute little t-shirt,
He's
though?
wearing a
I like it. I like
t-shirt.
an otter, but I just think Oshawott is a bit.
He's wearing a cute little t-shirt with a shell on it.
Yeah.
The shell comes off as well. It's really cute. It's doing a
He's
good
like
job.
a toddler that goes out and does things.
Kayleigh?
1. Horrible.
Do you know what is one of the coolest middle evolutions?
No.
ever, right?
It isn't.
It's badass.
And it's not.
It's better than Oshawott.
It's definitely better than Oshawott. Yeah, it's an evolution line that gets better.
I
as it
swear.
evolves. It gets even better.
I feel like this is definitely your hot take episode, by the way.
6.
6. I gave it a 7. I like it. Okay, next we got Tepig.
4. It's the least offensive, and I quite like Tepig a lot. You know, I think I laughed when I realised that his name Tepig is like tepid.
You say that like everybody
Yeah, it
never
doesn't.
knew
Yeah.
that.
No,
or-
but
like,
I
it's
just
this
didn't. It just didn't click.
incredible moment.
No, I
that-
know, but for me specifically, it was like, I get it. That was my I get it moment. And I like Tepig, and I think that the final evolution is
Did you know that
Pretty cool.
Torchic's Torch and Chick?
that's mental. Yeah, but look.
It's the same, though. Tepid. Like,
No, but it
Changing
didn't click in my
lives.
head. I don't think I had heard the word tepid before. I
I'm
don't
getting
think.
fired up.
We're going to start throwing items across the room.
Anyway, you gave it a 4.
Yeah.
Kayleigh?
It's another 1 from me.
Holy shit.
Mm.
You're like one end of the spectrum to the other, aren't you? It's like,
Yeah.
She said this last
It's a
night. She was like, I'm
concentrated
either a
amount.
10 or a 1.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
wholly love something, or I don't even count its existence. Like,
Right?
4.
4. Anything to say?
It's a pig.
I gave it a 3. Yeah, Tepig's one of the worst. Oh, talking about worst.
Oh, here we go.
Chespin.
2. I put 2. Final episode is okay. Again, can't even tell you what the second evolution looks like in my. Oh no, he's round. Just clicked back in my head then. Yeah, he's very round.
with legs?
Yeah.
I chose it in my run. I think when I first played it, and I was like, I'm not really. It's Chespin's ugly, man.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kayleigh?
1.
This is your third one in a row, isn't it? No, you
It
put
is,
a
yeah.
2 in on one of them.
Yeah,
didn't you?
gross, can't stand, wish it was dead.
Wow. Freya?
2.
I also gave it a 2. Oh, that's
Sucks to be
possibly the
Chespin.
lowest scored one yet, actually. I'm not too surprised. Okay, next up we got Fennekin.
2.
Choose your next words carefully, pal.
I put it's a fox, and that's cool, but it's very furry in its last.
Yes, it has
either.
fur.
Yeah,
Kayleigh,
but
what
it's...
do you think?
I gave a 6.
Uh-huh.
And I put, I'll get by with using it, but I won't like it.
Yeah.
Freya?
10.
Nice. Fennekin's pretty cool, right?
He's just I like every evolution one, and I remember using him, and he's like a wizard in the end with this little stick. I rated that. And it's not like Blaziken, where it's just gross.
Yeah.
Like I stood up.
It gets prettier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cute. And I think of that anime one. Is it Serena?
Yeah, the
That has it?
character. Yeah.
She's holding it like a little baby.
I gave Fennekin an 8. I really like Fennekin. Delphox is an awesome Pokemon. It was like, I used it in Unite for ages. It's just a really cool Pokemon. To me, it's just, I've never thought about a furry, and it makes me sad that you said that now. But, yeah.
I feel like that's like quite similar with a lot of the fire starters, though.
Yeah.
They're all quite furry, man-looking Pokemon.
It's where they started getting like. Well, I say they started. It's like quite a humanoidy kind of one.
I think I've written that down on here for some of them. That some of them start becoming very humanoidy, and I'm not.
But that's not a deal breaker for me. Like I don't dislike that in a way.
Furry.
Yeah, a furry would say that.
Anyway, Froakie.
Froakie up at 4. Ninja Frog is cool, but the second evolution is also kind of weird looking. But I think I'm thinking about this now. I think a lot of middle evolution Pokemon look a bit janky, like they're in a teenage phase.
They're all awkward. Yeah.
But some of them are really cool.
7.
Nice.
It's just standard. Little guy, and sweet.
He's doing alright.
He's doing his best.
Frey?
7.
Nice. And I gave Froakie an 8. I really like Froakie as well. Froakie was my starter in X originally, and I liked Greninja a lot.
So next is Listen, isn't it?
Next is Rowlet.
Oh no, sorry, I missed Rowlet.
My turn to hold a starter now.
Yeah, there you go. We can all hold one now. So Rowlet, I put 7.
Yeah.
Round Boy is a ghost starter. Cool hood. I just like Rowlet a lot.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah, I think he's a good starter. I think he's up there with one of my favourite design wise. I think he's cool. Oh,
Kayleigh?
I did 7. I haven't ever used one,
but
I like that how round it is.
Kayleigh? Freya?
Every time with you.
Alright.
There's going to be discussion after this podcast. 8. Pretty much the same as Kayleigh, to be fair. I've never used him, but he is round. And I liked in the anime, He was just so cute. He kept accidentally swallowing an Everstone.
No, he's deliberately swallowing
Oh,
it.
deliberately.
Oh, 'cause he doesn't want to evolve.
Yeah, and
But
that's
he,
how
like,
he uses
spit-
Seed Bomb.
Yeah, by spitting it out and then going back and swallowing it.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
It was great. Rowlet in the anime was such a great character. It was so cool. Rowlet gets a 10 from me.
No surprise.
No,
Rowlet's
well,
my only
that's-
10, I think.
That's
possibly.
really weird, man.
Rowlet's my
that's
favourite
odd.
starter. Possibly, like, one of the most perfect designed Pokemon, like, in my opinion.
Just really round.
It's just perfect. Look at it. It's so
And his
great.
feet aren't fucked up either.
It's got great feet.
You're such a fucking furry, man. This is all we've been coming
Decidueye
to.
is an absolute 10 out of 10 Pokemon as well. I love its typing. I love, like, its aesthetic. I just love that Pokemon. I think Rowlet is, like, yeah, it's the best starter in my opinion.
Okay.
Right, next up we got Litten.
I put more furry, but it's just a cat this time.
That's
4.
cool.
4.
I'm not gonna scream.
Yeah.
Really?
I did 6. Cats are cool.
Neato.
Yeah.
Right.
4.
Why?
I just don't like how he looks. He looks so
Mm.
liney. Square line.
He's got a face like Bart Simpson.
Yeah, he looks like he's just like
Mm.
Aggie.
Yeah.
Litten
like it.
gets a 9 from me.
Ooh.
Litten is a very close second.
Do you like
for
Sam and
the
Me?
best. I think that as much as I love Rowlet, Litten is the second best starter they've ever made. It's got such a great design. Its evolution line is perfect. Like, it evolves into this awesome Pokemon that's like just insanely cool. I just love Incineroar. I think Incineroar is amazing.
That does. The more this goes on, it does sound like you are into furry shit, man.
Yeah.
I love Incineroar.
I
I want him to
love to-
wrestle me with his
want him
big.
to dominate me.
I want him
He's
to
got some
choke
good
slam
feet
me.
as well. He's got good feet. What can I say? Next up is Poplio.
1. Worst starter competitor. Sorry, man.
It's just getting so tense. Can you feel the air in the room?
It's
getting
about to
heavier?
get
It's about to get
Tenser.
worse.
I put an eye roll emoji and put it as too lame to score.
So 1, I
I'm gonna put it at 1. That's really offensive. Right.
I don't want to say my score now. I gave Poplio a 10.
Oh no, I like that.
I'm sorry.
Tom's like, I like that 1.
We don't need to go too far into this. There's a whole episode of why Freya loves Poplio
Yeah.
and Primarina coming up, or if
And
it's
now
not
I
already
know
out.
why Aaron was so silent.
I had things
unusual
to
for
say.
him.
Yeah.
For me, Poplio gets an 8. I love Poplio. I think it's great. Primarina's really cool as well. It's not my favourite of the Alola starters, but it's a solid starter.
I just think that Primarina, the final evolution, could have been different. And in my head, I think it's because I envisioned it being a circus animal and its final evolution being like a scary clown thing. And I think that would have been infinitely cooler and it would have made me like it a lot more. But that's all I want to say about the subject. I'm scared of Freya. I don't want to beat me up.
Poplio's like Django Unchained. It just breaks free of its shackles, becomes free as a bird.
I mean, I get it. You look at it,
Badass.
and even I said it looks like a circus.
Yeah, it just
like
looks...
seal
yeah.
to start with, but like, yeah, I don't know
Becomes
where
an
the mermaid
icon.
comes from.
No, it comes quite left field. And I
Yeah.
feel like this will sound really bad to say, but when a Pokemon evolves and its gender typing sort of doesn't match if it's a
Yeah.
male or a female.
Mm.
Like, I look at like a Tyranitar, I'm like, that's a boy. That sounds really
Wow.
weird to say. You know what I mean? But
I don't. No,
I feel like some
Tyranitar-
Pokemon are best suited to a gender.
Kayleigh and I both have a female Tyranitar. Represent.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sisters
no.
are doing it themselves.
Riley was so stunned by that.
I do understand kind of what you mean. There's like a female representation.
Yeah, and I just feel like it should have been just a female.
No, I
gender,
love
if
that.
you know
No,
what I mean.
I for one stand for trans rights and for
Wait.
equality and being who you want to be in your own skin.
I'm not saying
anyway,
that
School Bunny. Love you, buddy.
you went probably. Score Bunny, I put 2.
2.
I think it's my least favourite fire starter, Twisted Fire starter.
Yeah,
and
same.
it's lame. And I think Cinderace is just a dude.
Take one more look at him. Just look at him again.
Yeah, I
He's
think
great.
it's stupid.
Look how cool
I hate
he
the
is.
stupid cheese thing it's got on his face.
I was going to say, didn't he have this little patch on his face?
No, I think
It's
that's
great.
dumb. Where's it come
Cheese.
from? It looks like a cheese square's been slapped on his fucking head.
I think it's like a plaster, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little plaster.
But either way, I
Keeps
think
getting
that's
into
yeah. But he's got them
fights.
on his feet as well.
Yeah, that's for helping with his
right.
running
And
speed.
I
Blisters.
just think that Cinderace, the last evolution of it, just looks like a dude. There's this again.
It's
It's
just
a very
footballer.
furry man dude stuff, and I bet you love it.
Fair man.
Kayleigh?
I gave Score Bunny 5
Nice.
and put Best of a Bad Bunch.
Wow. Freya?
I also gave him 5.
Oh, 5 again. I gave Score Bunny an 8. I think it's cool. I just like it.
I like his feet.
He kicked real good.
I like it when he kicks me in the head.
No, I've always liked Score Bunny. I think it's cool. It's not my favourite, but I do think it is cool.
Yeah,
I wish it was a fire electric type.
yeah, that
It
was
felt like
when
it
I
was coming.
first saw it. I was like, "That'll be fire electric,"
Yeah.
and it just never.
It
I was
felt like it was
"Oh."
coming and it didn't, and it was a bit sad that it didn't do any more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still cool.
So next is Sobble.
Yeah.
7. Very aesthetically pleasing for 2 evolutions. I cannot stand Inteleon. I
Okay.
fucking hate Inteleon.
Really.
I just something about it really rubs me up the right. Again, it's a
the
man.
beanpole nature.
I just think that
Which
the
is
first.
because you are a beanpole.
I think Sobble is really cool. And when, again, I think I had an expectation in my head of what it was going to look like after I saw the second Evo as well.
Right.
Because the second evolution, it's like Poplio and Primarina. It's sort of one of those things that's like, oh, he cries all the time, oh, cool. And then you see the second one, he's like, oh, it looks like an emo. Is that going to go for like a full emo, like,
I
kid?
thought Water
Evo.
Poison was coming for him.
Yeah. But then when I saw the final, I was like, where the fuck has Spy come from? Like,
Yeah.
it's sort of like, it doesn't follow.
It's the like scared to becoming confident, I guess. isn't
Yeah,
it?
but I just think that was from the anime.
Hmm.
There's an episode of that, and I just thought, oh, I just don't like Inteleon. I just think, again, he looks like a dude. He's like a knock-off Gex.
Yeah, I get you. Okay.
4.
4. Ooh. I also gave it 4. Freya?
2.
Ow. Poor Sobble, he'll cry about that later.
I don't like Sobble.
I hope so.
Sobble's my least favourite of Gen 8. Lastly, for Gen 8, we got Grookey.
I put 5.
Okay.
When I first saw it, I was like, I hate that one the most. But now it's gone up. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I like you a little bit more.
Hmm.
I like Grookey more and more the more I see it, and I think it's Final Evolution. I think it just gets... He's the one that follows the most, and I think he's the best designed Final Evolution. I think all 3. The second one's a bit... But again, they
Yeah.
all are. Kayleigh?
1. Needs to fuck off.
Wow.
I like the little comments that add on to it. Like, I would stomp on
it
it.
conveys how I feel. Well.
Freya?
8.
8. Nice.
I was the same as Erin, that I didn't like it at first. I probably was a 1.
Yeah.
And the more I look at it, the more I like him. And watching the anime as well, I literally...
Grookey's a 10 out of 10 in the anime.
Yeah, he's 10 out of 10 in the anime. I still don't really like him. He's just growing. So he's an 8.
Yeah.
There's something about like a little monkey that just clings to your arm at all times, right? He's just always there, isn't he? And then he just
He's a
sometimes
stick.
climbs up and hits you on the head with a stick, and he's just funny. And there's a lot of heart, and then it goes on like a little adventure on its own, and it gets distracted because it's a little baby.
He's a little. He's an
A
actual
shit monkey, yeah. And then he comes home and he starts crying, and you're like, oh,
Because he was such a shit monkey.
because he's such a bad monkey. Yeah. I love it. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. I think it's great. I really like Rillaboom as well. I think Rillaboom's great. Like, his whole design thing is really cool. Like, there's a lot of, like, Pokemon becoming humanoid as they get older. Like, that one's very animalistic. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah, it
drummer,
feels
but
very,
it's
yeah.
very cool. Like, I like it a lot. And finally, we got the last 3. So we got the ones that are introduced in Scarlet and Violet, starting with Quaxley.
See, I put it as a 6, but I think I'm going to knock that down a bit. I'm going to put that down as a 5.
Okay.
Same as Sobble, really, for me, but just Quaxley is okay, and the last 2 are dog shit.
Yeah.
I had so much high hopes
Yeah, I know
for
what you mean.
Quaxley, and I was like, maybe it'll be the coolest, be a cool pirate, and it just wasn't a cool
No,
pirate.
not at all. Kayleigh?
1. Unsurprising.
Jesus.
Sorry, I like the number 1, okay?
Right.
So, surprisingly, I gave it a 7
Wow.
because I do quite like a duck, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't like him when I
Scored
first
that
looked at
quite
him
high, yeah.
because I thought he was the same as Snivy.
Yeah.
He gave me Snivy vibes,
He's a-
where I was like, oh, he's a stuck-up little prick. But then, because I didn't know his final evolutions, then I saw he was like some funky flamenco dancer, and I was like, that's odd, but fuck with it.
Yeah.
I quite like that they went a bit wild with that one.
Quaxley gets a 2 from me. I really don't like Quaxley. I never liked how Quaxley looked, and it literally just got worse as it got, like, it grew up. I really, really don't like Quacklevel.
I don't like the name Quaxwell.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Yeah.
But I hate the way Quacklevel moves as well, like in battle, it just sort of
No,
shifts around.
I like
hate
that
the
because
way
he's
it
doing a
moves.
little dance. That's the one thing that I do like about it, is that like, oh, haha. Okay.
It's not my thing at all. Like, do you know who's a great
And he's got good
dancer?
feet.
Ludicolo.
Yeah, Ludicolo
Oh
is
I
man,
remember
those
you.
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see me. One of
Freya.
those popped up on my memories the other day, actually. I was like,
Kayleigh did like a Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire run where she just did dancing Pokemon, and like, I just remember you
just
posted
put
pictures
club
of
music
Ludicolo.
over the top of it. It's just Ludicolo like...
Ludicolo
Maybe
knows
if
how
you
to
could-
boogie.
Maybe if you can find it, you could put the video up of it.
You have to send it to me then, Kay.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just see if I can track it down.
Next we got Fuecoco.
8.
Hey,
I can't be mad at it.
even the evolution
I hate the second evolution.
and the third.
I don't mind the third as much, but the second one
I
is
swear
ugly.
the third was on your list of like worst.
No, that was
everybody else.
yeah,
cool.
that was everybody else.
That
Yeah,
thing
no.
sucks. Yeah.
Fuecoco is just alright. Again, if I was to design it, it would have been a bit different, but
Yeah.
it was mostly along the lines of what I wanted.
Sure.
So
Kayleigh?
I gave Fuecoco an 8.
Wow.
I wrote insanely cute. Rest of the line is meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. I went with 8 because I went for like gut instinct of I loved Fuecoco and like that first bit, you know, when he's being goofy and he burns the apple, and I'm like, God, I do just love him.
look at this
You
guy,
silly little
just
boy.
fucking about,
I
isn't he?
just love him, and then I just hate the other two, like with a vengeance. If I saw them in the street,
Yeah.
I would kick them down a drain.
The second one, I just think is really left field and stupid. I think it looks. I think
It's just
Fuecoco
like-
looks goofy, but then the second one looks ridiculous
Mhm.
stupid.
with his stupid
Fucking
little
hat.
lame hat
Oh,
and his
Stupid
googly
hat.
eyes that
So,
aren't in any of the other ones. That's why he'd sound like, oh gosh.
I gave Fuecoco a 4. I'm actually in the same camp as you, Kayleigh. I feel the 4 is just for Fuecoco. It loses out all the other marks because I just dislike the others so much. Fuecoco on its own is great, and in fact, I would have started with Fuecoco if Freya hadn't taken it before me.
yeah, I wish I did.
Probably the biggest regret of 2022 for you, I think.
Yeah, it's choosing Fuecoco.
Yeah, I think Fuecoco is adorable, but the rest of it really let me down, like big time. Finally, we got Sprigatito. Aaron?
I give it a 9.
Wow.
I wish I chose Sprigatito over the other ones. I think it's a really good design for I think its second evolution is like, again, same as Charmeleon, it's up there, one of the best second evos ever. Final evolution looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I chose the weed cat.
Kayleigh?
I also gave a 9, and for the same reason as well. I wish I chose it,
Yeah.
but I nearly always tend to go for fire type
You
Pokemon.
barely go grass, do you? So
Yeah.
I don't think you ever have actually gone grass.
Even if I hate the fire Pokemon, I will suffer through and have it.
Hmm.
Unless it's Chimchar or Tepig, I just won't have it.
Yeah.
But Fuecoco, I liked Fuecoco, so I just chose it, and I wish I chose Sprigatito.
Freya?
I mean, same. So we got a 7.
7. Nice.
Yeah.
I gave Sprigatito a 9 as well.
Ooh. Quite high.
It's one of those things where I thank Freya and I thank everybody that I got Sprigatito. I was like, this is my favourite of all three of them.
I was going to say it's up
It's
there.
up
One of my
there. With one of my favourite starters of all time. I think it's amazing. Like, the whole line is brilliant. Like, as soon as it, because I didn't see what they evolved into as well, so I had this really organic, like, natural experience of seeing what they turned into. Seeing Florigato when it first evolved. I was like, this thing is so cool. Didn't know where it was going. Every time they evolved, I sort of took one look and went, and then I had to think about it for a minute, and I was like, I love it. I think they're amazing.
I think the whole line makes sense as well.
Yeah.
I think none of them look stupid. I think they all look good.
No. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Well, you're very welcome that I got stuck with the fucking fire crossard. I hated my life.
I have done the maths. It's ready to go. I have the scores, and we're going to work our way from the bottom to the top.
So we're going from the least to the best.
Yeah, we'll start with the lowest ranked, and we'll work our way all the way down. If there's any that cross over, we need to debate who goes in which position.
Is there any that cross over?
There are, yeah.
Oh.
Not tons, but there's a few.
Okay.
Okay, so starting up with 7 points, we have Chespin.
Deserves it.
Fair.
Yeah.
9 points. Oh, sorry. 9 points, we have Chimchar.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's where I would...
Okay. At 12 points, we have Tepig.
Yep.
At 13 points, we got Snivy.
To be fair. It should have been lower, if I'm honest.
Disgusting.
If I could rank it at a minus number, I would have
Snivy
done.
deserved better.
No, I wholeheartedly disagree.
At 15 points, we got Quaxley.
Okay, yeah.
At 16 points, we got Oshawott. At 17 points, we got Sobble. 18 points, we've got Turtwig. Okay. 20 points, we've got our first tie.
Okay.
We have a choice between Scorbunny and Poplio for that position. I'm not sure what position that is.
I mean, the Scorbunny deserves it.
What, to be higher?
I think I scored
I
them
think
both the
Populo
same.
should be 0.
Yeah, Poplio should be lower, so we're saying between the tie of them.
Who's the lower on that list? Yeah.
Scorbunny.
Poplio.
I think that Scorbunny should be lower. Yeah.
Well,
Well, now we've just drawed on the draw.
We have to...
You
Should
said
we
you
rock,
like
paper,
Scorbunny a
scissors?
lot.
I like them both.
Do you like Poplio more?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Then. Okay, so
now we're
what do we
completely
do?
tied. Now you guys need to actually be a bit flexible. We both have to listen to each other's arguments and really rank it fairly.
No, I don't listen.
This is going to be awful. This involves a bit of give and take.
What I say goes.
I will happily... I will submit if you guys give good enough points. Right. But they have to be good points of why Scorbunny's better than Poplio.
Poplio's stupid.
I personally really like Poplio because it evolves into the first fairy and water type Pokemon. It's a really great design. It's cool. It's from Alola, which is one of my favourite regions. It has its own unique Z move. It just does a lot of cool stuff. Freya, have you got anything you want to say? It's your favourite Pokemon.
It is my favourite Pokemon.
Which I think is strong enough reason.
Yeah, because it's cute. And it has great moves, and it does cool things, and it's like a mermaid, but there's no other mermaid.
I think its nose is dumb.
Look, I feel like we should be punching up, not
I
down,
feel like
all
it
right?
should be. I feel like it should
you're
be a
punching
clown
Scorbunny
going
up
through
instead
that.
of punching Poplio down.
I feel like you look at Scorbunny.
I don't like Scorbunny either.
You look at Scorbunny.
So why are you fighting so
His-
hard?
Because
I
we hate
hate
Poplio
Poplio.
that much. But you look at Scorbunny, for example, right? Here's my reasoning. You look at Scorbunny and the evolution works all the way through, right? As much as I don't like Scorbunny, that's fine. Poplio, the last evolution does come completely left field, and the aesthetic of the first and second evolution look like it should be more like a clown or something like that. That's my argument.
That's a fair
I
argument.
think the first evolution, I think clown, but the second one, it does lead more towards fairy with his little dress.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see
It
that.
floats.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would say...
Whereas Scorbunny's like a footballer. Like, they literally went, here's an England region, and oh, look, here's a footballer.
Mm.
And I hated that.
I think because it's Freya's favourite, we should let it go to...
First tears on the podcast, guys.
She will cry, I've seen it.
Okay, fine.
Alright, so we're going to go with Scorbunny followed by Poplio. Alright, our next one is 22 points between Eevee and Grookey. I feel like
It
this one's
has to
pretty
be
cut and
Eevee.
dry. It has to be Grookey.
Fuck's sake, no.
Right. Okay.
Stop.
Give your arguments for Eevee.
I
love
hate
Eevee so
Grookey.
much. No, I'm asking for Eevee. Okay, it has to be a give and take.
Okay, it's really hard because Are we going as Eevee as a starter or Eevee as a Pokemon? Because I don't rate Eevee as a starter. I think
True.
it's stupid.
I
But
think,
Eevee
again...
as a Pokemon, is way more versatile, way cooler, way cuter.
We're ranking the starters.
Right, okay. So I guess Evie is better than Crookie. Hey, give and take, guys. Come on.
Sure.
Evie's my favourite Pokemon.
I don't know. I just don't feel like Eevee is a starter in my
No.
eyes. I've never looked at it and gone, that's a start. I feel like it was a pushed starter.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I would say.
Okay, fine. Grookey above Eevee.
I feel like the higher this gets, the more tense this is going to get.
Yeah,
I feel like arguments are going to
because
really
we're getting to the
ensue.
favourites now. We're getting into this
I
territory.
think Kayleigh's going to kick off, man. I
Okay.
think she's going to got a knife. I don't like it.
With 23 points, we got Litten. And now we have a three-way tie.
What the hell?
With 24 points, we have Squirtle, Torchic, and Piplup. Okay, right. Why don't we all go around and say who we think is the best of these ones now? Aaron, who do you think's the best?
Who's it between?
Squirtle, Torchic, and Piplup.
I would put Squirtle the best.
Yeah. Kayleigh?
Torchic.
Freya?
I put Squirtle the best.
I would also put Squirtle the best.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't really care for Torchic that much.
Yeah.
All the other
Okay.
It's a
But-
split decision,
Okay,
isn't
so
it?
do we argue now between Torchic and Piplup then?
I would put
Piplup below Torchic.
Torchic higher.
Yeah.
Piplup at the bottom because of his stupid fucking feet.
I'll concede. Why not? Okay. Right, so Piplup's at the bottom, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Followed by Torchic, followed by Squirtle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up we got a two-way tie between
Sick of
Pikachu
this.
and Trico at 25 points.
Trico below Pikachu.
I would put
Yeah, definitely, right? Pikachu's great. Iconic. If it
Yeah.
wasn't for Pikachu, I wouldn't have Mimikyu,
You
so-
forget, Kayleigh, there are video. She's there like... and she just went, yeah.
I just feel like without Pikachu, Mimikyu wouldn't exist for a start. So
Why is that an argument? Why would Mimikyu be a...
because Mimikyu's my favourite Pokemon, so if it wasn't for this starter Pokemon, then I wouldn't have Mimikyu, right?
The straws, they're falling.
Also, Pikachu is just, it's the anime, it was the OG, it's from Pokemon Yellow, it follows you around, it's just a cooler starter.
Yeah, I'm surprised Pikachu's
It
not higher,
gets
to be
unique
fair.
moves in Let's Go. I don't know. I just
Anyone else?
prefer it. I like Trico, but Pikachu's just better, right?
Yeah, I think that is the decision that we're going to make.
Oh boy, okay, there's a three-way tie coming up.
I'm already sick of these ties.
Okay, at 26 points we have Mudkip, Fennekin, and Froakie.
Mudkip higher than the other two, surely.
I'd say in the order you just said them.
Mudkip, Fennekin, Froakie.
Yeah.
What, Froakie being the best?
Oh, wow.
No, Froakie being the
I
bottom.
would say Froakie, Mudkip, Fennekin, if you're asking me.
Oh, now I'm
No,
thinking
yeah,
about it.
I would put Fennekin in the lower range of those.
Oh no, I'm talking like low to high. Like Fennekin's the highest.
No, I'd put Mudkip
Mudkip.
highest because it's iconic and everyone likes Mudkips. I feel like Fennekin and Froakie. I would put Mudkip, Froakie, Fennekin if it was up to me. Like, I think that... I don't know. What do you think?
They're all kind of like, ones for me.
Yeah, same. I'm not.
You don't feel strongly for any of them.
No.
Yeah, I think I'd do Mudkip lowest, then Froakie, then Fennekin. But then again, none of them are like.
Oh, I need
I
to
would fight
argue
for them,
this.
yeah.
I'm like they're all in the same
Yeah.
If
league.
I-
I'd say.
If I had to, I would go Mudkip the highest, but the other two,
I wouldn't
I'm not
want...
bothered.
I would want Fennekin above Froakie, but I would let Mudkip go above Fennekin. Personally, I just think Fennekin's cooler than Froakie, but I don't know about you guys. Like,
I would say so, yeah.
I like Fennekin much more. But Mudkip, yeah, is like the best of the three, personally.
I disagree.
You
but
disagree.
I would put Fennekin above all of them,
Okay.
but I don't care at the same
Yeah.
time. But I do care. Strangely.
Well,
what
we'll
you
go
said.
Mudkip, Fennekin, Froakie. I think that's the fairest.
Deal. Alright, we'll do that. Let's keep it
We all have to
civil.
make sacrifices here.
Luckily, there aren't actually any more arguments except for one coming up. Okay, so next at 27 points we have Charmander.
Why so low?
What
That's
number is
pretty
that?
good.
Out of so what number
Out
is
of
that?
40.
Yeah, no, as in out in
That's
ranking
number
wise. That's 8.
The 8th best. That's pretty good. He's in the top 10.
I feel sick.
28 points we have Fuecoco.
At 7 is
I
Freya
feel
Coco.
sick that Coco is above Charmander. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, but you gotta wait until
With
the other
1
ones
point,
because
though.
there's
just 1 point
by a
above.
point Freya Coco.
3 points above Fuecoco at 31. We have our next tie and our last tie of the round.
So this is 6, yeah. Ranking in at number
1, 2,
6.
5 and 6.
5 and 6. Okay.
We have Totodile and Chikorita.
Totodile above Chikorita.
Agreed.
I think Totodile above, yeah.
I think Chikorita above Totodile.
I'm sorry, I feel like you're outclassed there, though. I think Totodile is just a happy little lad doing a little dance above Chikorita. I like
I love
Chikorita
them
a
both
lot.
A lot.
Mm.
Yeah, this is where it gets hard because
Yeah,
someone's
it's
got to
really
lose.
hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to fight these ones because I think they're both great. I mean, I don't know. Of all the
Gosh,
grass
it's
type
so
starters, it's one of my
square.
least favourites, that's all. But
I just think, yeah,
I like the little croc, he's just cute.
Totodile
I'm
was
not
up
that
there.
keen on its evolutions, but I'm not that keen on Chikorita's evolutions either, so I don't really have a hat in this fight.
Yeah,
Like, I don't really care.
sorry, man.
Well, Alice.
Sure, Jan.
So what are we saying?
Well,
Totodile,
the wrong
Chikorita.
opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chikorita, then Totodile at the top.
So this is the top 5 now. So Totodile and then goes into.
And now we're in the 4.
Ooh.
It just changed from Totodile to Taurodol. Okay.
Love
Okay.
Totodile.
Number 4, we have Rowlet with 32 points. Number 3, we have Bulbasaur with 33 points.
Well deserved. Good boy. Where is he? Get him.
No.
He's number 3. Good bronze, man.
Number 2, we have Sprigatito with 34 points.
Okay.
Ranks up here.
I know. And at number 1,
Oh.
with 36 points, Cyndaquil.
Yes. Well deserved. Look at this absolute fucking bad boy.
Should have been
The little
Charmander.
fire ferret.
But he's still a fire.
It's not the
He's a
same.
good little fiery ferret. He's a
Fire
mole.
ferret. No, he's a ferret. He's a
Let's
ferret.
see, I put him as a mole.
I think he's a ferret.
Well, this is another argument. But, I mean, I think if you asked anyone this question of who the best starter is, I think 9 out of 10 people would say.
You really think 9 out of 10?
I think 9 out of 10 people would say Cyndaquil is the best.
This
Genuinely.
leads brilliantly into our listener interaction. Let us know your top 10, or rank all the starters if you want. Let us know who you think your favourite starters are.
Yeah.
I want to see your list of like all of them
Tell-
if you want, but give us a top 10.
I'd say top 3.
You went top 3
Because there's
Make it
not
easy,
a
yeah.
lot of characters on Twitter anyway.
All right, fair
So
enough.
I think
fair enough.
tell us your top 3 and let us know who your favourite.
I'd love to see 9 out of 10. People
I think
say
9 out of 10
Cyndaquil.
people genuinely will say
We need a good
Cyndaquil.
focus group for this. I
Yeah.
feel like you and Chris
So-
don't count. All right.
No, actually, because Chris's favourite is Totodile.
Of course it is.
Square, chompy,
Yeah.
bitey ankle boy.
I think maybe when we go to AnimeCon,
Okay.
we'll
We'll
ask
ask people.
everyone there
I love that. Okay.
their top 3. I would just approach them and be like, "Who's your favourite starter Pokemon?" And I guarantee, at least a majority will say Cyndaquil.
We need a fake microphone. Can we get one of those before?
Yeah, like a prop one. where
Yeah,
you-
like so we can hold it up while someone films. Like, who's your favourite starter?
Yeah,
You should
I
get
think.
one of those little tiny ones.
I actually love that though. Let's do that.
Yeah, I will do that
We'll get a fake
because
microphone.
I feel like you'd be like, "Who's your favourite Pokemon? Is it Rowlet?"
He's on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite Pokemon and why is it Rowlet?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it in my
Do you like
hoodie,
their
and It's
feet?
just gonna come out every now and then. Look at his feet though.
Oh,
Why are your favourite Pokemon fairy based?
Alright, so to count down the top 10 again, we have Fennekin, Mudkip, Charmander, Fuecoco, Chikorita, Totodile, Rowlet, Bulbasaur, Sprigatito, and Cyndaquil.
Chikorita
It's
was
just-
robbed.
how many points did
Charmander was
How many
robbed.
points did Cyndaquil win by?
2. Not much.
Not much, but it was
It
a
was tight.
tough.
He got in there though.
Yeah. But everyone
So
voted him
sad.
highly.
I just noticed autocorrect changed Trico to Tree Job.
Groot's really good at that. Well, where can you find Kayleigh and Freya if she wants to be found?
I don't have many places to be found. You could request to follow me on Instagram, and I might accept you.
What's
There
the
you go.
handle?
It is Frey Archard, all in one word.
Nice. Okay.
You did this earlier, so okay, you can do it.
I don't know if I can remember. I have an art Instagram where I draw stupid pictures. It's what is my Instagram? No, it's at what is it?
It's at underscore.
No,
No.
at it's underscore pip underscore. No, I can't remember. Fuck it.
It's pip art. Just look that up.
I'll
and
put
you'll
it in the
find
notes.
There's
it's
too many
fine. Once again,
underscores.
I'll put it in the
It's
notes.
hard to say. Like,
She had to restart her Instagram, so now there's more.
all right, calm down.
you did it!
Anyway, thanks so much for listening, guys. See you later.
Bye! Bye!
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for listening to Ace Trainers, a Pokemon podcast. If you'd like to follow us online, we're on Twitter at AceTrainersPod. We also have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel, so join us on there.
If you want to speak to either of us, our email is acetrainerspodcast@gmail.com. We hope to hear from you. Our intro music is Last Summer by Ixon, and our outro music is Snowbell City from Pokemon X and Y. See you on the next episode.
Bye! Bye! Bye!